Hi, I'm Charlotte Davis, and this is Empowering You. Just 10 minutes of encouragement, 10 minutes of enrichment, 10 minutes of power, 10 minutes of hope, 10 minutes to get you encouraged to move on in faith, to move on in hope, to move on in life with a view that life is what it is, but I've got strength to make it to the next day. I've got strength. I've been encouraged through Charlotte, or I've been encouraged through this broadcast to move on to the next, or move on to the next level, and I can face things that come my way. Amen. Amen. And I pray that this is what this does for you. That's our hope, that you get that type of encouragement. Amen. Amen. Today we want to talk about exactness. Now, Charlotte, that's a strange word. Why are you talking about exact? Because in life, we're expected to be precise. We're expected to be on the money. Expected to get it absolutely correct when we're on the job. They expect that type of performance from us. When we're on about our daily tasks, they expect us to be exact. They expect us to be precise. They even expect our look to be precise. They expect us on our job, even though we're casual. Some of us are casual. They expect still a level, a standard, even in the casualness that exudes professionalism, even in the most casual places. There's got to be that bit of professionalism, even if it's nothing on the phone, or your demeanor, or how you interact with your clients or with your people. They expect an exact. And a lot of times, when I know when I was doing sales, telemarketing, and that kind of thing, they wanted us to use the exact script, follow the script because this thing works. This is how we've gotten customers. So follow this exact script, and you will get your clients. It takes a sales savvy person to really, really, really follow that script exactly and get the clients, because the next thing is rebuttals. But that's the kind of exactness that our bosses want from us, and our colleagues want from us, especially if we're on a team. They want us to do exactly the way the model is. The model is the standard, and so with the standard, we have to uh, make sure that we're following the procedures and the exact life. And even in life, people want us to be precise and right. You know, somebody said that we judge ourselves by our intentions, while others judge us by our acts. Or they judge us by our acts, and we judge our own selves by our intentions. And people in life want us to be on the money, integral, exactly what you say you're going to be. And a lot of times we fail. A lot of times we don't hit that mark. We don't hit the mark of people's expectations, because expectations are in the beauty of the eyes of the beholder. My expectations might be different than yours. You might expect me to be in a whole other caliber. Well, I don't expect that out of myself. And a lot of times we have to be true to ourselves, no matter how people expect us to be. Can't always be that way. And and that leads to the word perfection, because the higher the expectation, the more precise they want you to be, and that is perfection. But the Bible looks at it as a different way. The Bible doesn't look at perfection as precision. It looks at being complete in Him, or being mature, or in growth, or there's a standard of perfection that God wants from us, a standard of maturity. We go from glory to glory, faith to faith, and sometimes we beat ourselves up because we have a standard of perfection that God ain't even called us to. God's called us to obedience, and we're so busy beating ourselves in the head, and I'm guilty, beating ourselves in the head for the things that we didn't do and the things that we should have done when God said, I didn't call you to that. And then the things that we miss, we beat ourselves up in the head because we didn't do it perfectly, we didn't do it perfectly right. But God, the forgiving God, knows. He understands. He understands exactly the way we should be. Psalm talks about Mark, the perfect man. He's undefiled. Well, yeah, he's undefiled, but that perfect and complete man is walking with the Lord in such a way that he's not defiled. And that has a lot to do with holiness, that has a lot to do with pureness. And those steps in God make us mature as we move on to holiness, and as we move on to right standing, knowing that we are in right standing with God. Then a lot of the failures and a lot of the things that we go through that we think should be aren't necessarily so, because we're walking in righteousness and we know we're walking in right standing with God. Amen. Amen. I hope that makes sense, and I hope I wasn't doing a whole bunch of gobbledygook, but sometimes we put ourselves in positions that we shouldn't, because we have a standard of perfection that God ain't even in. He wants us to mature in Him. He wants us to mature in the Word. He wants us to mature in life. He wants us to mature in prayer. He wants us to have a standard in our lives where we depended on Him and that we're obedient to Him. Amen. That we're dependent and obedient in the Lord. We follow after Him. We follow after faith. We follow after the things of God. That causes maturity. Prayer life causes maturity. That is leading on to perfection and maturity in God. We put so much hardship on ourselves, thinking that we have to jump through this hoop and jump through that hoop and do that, when God says, I love you. Relax. Relax. Just do my will. Relax. My burden is easy and my yoke is not hard. My yoke is easy and my burden is light. So a lot of times we put undue pressure on ourselves. We do. We put undue pressure on ourselves, especially when we do things like, I got to fast for 99 days to please the Lord. If the Lord didn't call you on a fast, then fine. If the Lord called you on that type of fast, then that's good. But if we're putting ourselves through this penance, that overdoing things, then we're trying to perfect ourselves, make ourselves perfect in His sight. When God says, relax, just grow in me. Just grow in me. Do my will. Be obedient. Relax and trust me. My desire is your faith. My desire is your faith. And that's what I want. Your faith. I want your faith. I want you to believe in me. I want you to trust me. I want you to obey me, of course. Basically, the maturity that I want from you is your faith. I want you to believe me. I want you to trust me. Amen. I want you to believe me. And I want you to trust me. And mature in your faith. Go from faith to faith, glory to glory, faith to faith, believing me, trusting me. Amen. This bottom line is, believe what I said, believe in my promises, believe what I've told you to do. Trust me. And I've learned that. I've learned to relax in God and take the pressure off. Because a lot of times things that we take ourselves through, and I'm running out of time, take ourselves through, it's not God. Thank you. Have a great day. Grow in God. I'll talk to you later.